9 to 9, on the grind, all the time. You crank and I go insane. Put a bullet in Putin's brain. And you got that sanitizer. Thank you guys so much for watching After Hours with Alex Stein right here on Real America's Voice. Our guest, the lovely Jessica Misatano. She joins us, not to give a lot of opinion. She's not giving us a lot of hot takes, which is fine. I feel like I'm the one's giving the hot takes tonight, but that's okay, Jess. I'll allow it. This is my program.
Yeah,
But
you are
this
very
next clip-
opinionated.
Are you kidding? I'm a talk show host. Yeah, I got to have opinions. That's how this whole freaking thing works. I'm sorry to break it to you. I feel like I'm teaching you stuff when you're a very funny, talented content creator, not OnlyFans. You don't have an OnlyFans, do you?
No.
Thank God. Thank God. I like that. Thank you in the booth for that one. Now, this next clip, it's going super viral, and it's real. I would have thought this was fake when I first saw it. I thought this was like a sketch. But this guy is running for city council in California, and he served jail time for being a child predator. Let's play the clip, and I want to get your opinion.
Well, I believe Fresno deserves leaders that are honest from the very beginning, not the end. So going into this, I'm putting my life out there.
Up front about his status as a registered sex offender, Rene Campos is not running from his past as he runs for office.
I've been given the chance to rehabilitate through the courts and back into the system.
Charged with being in possession of child sex abuse material back in 2018, the Fresno native says he pled no contest to a misdemeanor charge. Now launching his campaign to represent District 7 on the Fresno City Council. He says his focus is on safety.
So I say, let's choose somebody outside the box, somebody who knows the system from inside out. Because I've experienced the laws that we are trying to reform right now.
Fresno County Clerk and Registrar of Voters James Coos says state law does not prevent a registered sex offender from running for office.
Once you leave prison, you're on probation, you actually are allowed in California to reapply and become a registered voter again, which would then make you eligible to be able to run as long as you are living in the proper jurisdiction.
Now, Jess, please give me your opinion. Should registered sex offenders be allowed to run for political office?
I mean, how many kids was it? Is that a trans? I'm just kidding. Was that a trans woman? Is that what that was?
I don't know. His name's Renee. It doesn't matter. They're a pedophile. Whether it's a boy or girl, you can't even tell anymore. Yeah, their name was Renee. I think that's a guy, but it might be male to female, female to male. I don't even care if they are trans, honest to God. I care that they're trying to...
California, dude.
I do hate it as well. It's gone to hell in a handbasket because Gavin Newsom is such a bad leader. Now, did you answer the question? Should a registered sex offender be allowed to run for office, even for city council, if Congress, president, mayor? Do you think that's cool, Jess?
No, it has not. First of all, him being a sex offender is like the fifth thing wrong with him. Look at this 5'3" twink. Are you kidding me? I'm running for office, okay? You know?
You think that's worse, the fact that he's a twink, than being a kid predator? You think that's worse, Jessica? When I see you tomorrow night, I am going to, and I'm not going to physically harm you, but I'm going to scream in your face as loud as I can, hoping that I blow your eardrums out because I'm so frustrated with you. I thought you were going to come here and give me all these spicy hot takes, but instead you're like, well, how many kids did he rape? Maybe he's not that bad. Jess, this is seriously going on. This is where our society is right now, where people that went to jail for being a registered sex offender, that not only does he get to run, but the media is covering it. And sadly, in a state like California, it might help him win. This negative publicity might help him win because there is a theory that when these politicians, they have sex scandals, that it doesn't always hurt them. It actually kind of makes them more relatable to the average man. So I would hope, though, in this case, it's not sleeping with like your hot assistant. This is sleeping or trying to, sleep with children. I think that it would make all the voters, not want to support him. But I'm seriously worried that in a state like California with a bunch of libtarded freaks, that because he is a registered sex offender, they might help him win.
Yeah, because Californians are full of retards. I mean, you've been there. That's how they all think. Like, what do we even care what California does? Like, a sex offender, of course, to a person with common sense, a person that has, dude, this is gonna be an issue. A person that has, a person that has done questionable things to children should not be doing anything other than burning in hell. You know what I mean? But it's California. It should have been blown off the map decades ago. You know?
Well, that is the rumor. Yeah, thank you. We'll clap for that. Finally, you give us one decent
nice
take. I think that's the one decent answer. And then you have our editors working, extra hours to try to get the bleep button for you. Kids watch this show. I have a very young audience, believe it or not. They love the Fauci ouchie. They like to go insane for the Ukraine. Now, you look kind of like Khloe Kardashian. Has anybody ever told you that?
No.
Do you feel like that's a bad thing? You have Khloe Kardashian vibes a little bit. You have Kim Kardashian vibes a little bit too, but you have Kardashian vibes. You didn't know that?
No, I have never thought about it.
Okay. Well,
you're literally the only person that has ever said that to me.
Well, I'm the most creative guy that you've probably ever talked to, and I like the Kardashians. I'm a big Rob Kardashian fan. When he got Blac Chyna pregnant, I tried to adopt their kid. Like, I'm a huge Kardashian stan. I always have been a Kardashian guy. Now, Lamar Odom, who is Khloe's ex-husband, he's going viral because he recently got out of marijuana rehab, which I don't even think you can get addicted to it.
That's
but I
the
guess you can get addicted. Yeah, that I know. It's really because he was smoking crack, and I guess because he's on this publicity tour, he doesn't want to admit that it's crack. He wants to say marijuana. But here he is, basically saying that, he was only using crack cocaine in the summer and not during the basketball season, which is a lie because crack is a full year sport. You can't really just take off the summer and start smoking crack or take off the winter. You know what I mean? Like, if you're smoking crack, you're going to stay smoking crack. So let's play this clip, and then please come up and form an opinion while we watch it. And then I'm going to go to you and try not to say any F-bombs. Let's play the clip.
Think about it.
This going to a deep discussion right now. Where do you think you went off rails with your decision making?
Pot.
A lot of people smoke.
I know that, but a lot of people don't have addiction genetically passed down to them.
Mm-hmm. So that was passed down to you.
My father was a heroin addict.
Right.
You feel me? So, if you stop pot, then it ain't getting you high no more. You might be like, damn, let me try some cocaine, like that.
What age did you start smoking? I know we were 17.
We like 14, 15, probably not too soon after. And then trauma too. My mom's died when I was 12 years old. Feel me? So, your mom's died, you in New York City, it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good thing I was really like protected by my neighborhood. My family lived in the same neighborhood since 1957.
Right.
So I don't think nobody would let me they wouldn't let me turn to drugs or shooting a gun.
Now, Lamar Odom is getting a lot of kickback for this clip. And, he had a similar upbringing to Hunter Biden, who also became addicted to crack. They both lost their mothers at a young age, which is very hard. I lost my mom, and that was hard for me, and I was much older than them when that happened. Now, do you think losing your mother is a good excuse to become addicted to crack?
I wouldn't say it's a good excuse, but it's an excuse for at least a little bit, don't you think?
I mean, I guess I haven't started smoking crack yet, but I might because Lamar Odom does look thin. That is one thing that I've noticed. These crack addicts, they don't need Ozempic. They're all in good shape. You never really see a fat crack addict. Even like at the corner store, they're always pretty thin. So, and honestly, I know Trump with the Trump RX has lowered the price of a lot of these GLP-1s, but I still think dollar to dollar, crack might be cheaper than Ozempic, but I don't know. I'm not a crack expert. So you have no opinion on that. Great. Now, another non-opinion on a serious subject. Now we got to talk about this. Before I even play this clip, do you know who Jasmine Crockett is?
No. I don't know what you want from me, dude. You know?
You were on the Tim Pool show with me, and I was like, oh, yeah, we should have this Jessica girl. I think she, knows stuff. You don't even know who Jasmine Crockett is, the most famous black congresswoman in all of D.C.?
Oh, why the would I know that? Sorry.
Because she's a famous black woman, and she's like just famous for her eyelashes. They're so big, and she's actually like she has this ghetto vibe. I actually kind of like her ghetto vibe, but that's another conversation for another show. My point is, she's in a contentious race with James Talarico for senator in the city that you live in, Austin, Texas. She represents that district. So she is potentially going to be your senator. So you might want to start paying attention. And she is in a tough race with this guy, Jimmy Talarico, who was on the Joe Rogan show. And he is an ex-pastor, but he's an ex-pastor that is pro-choice. He's a pro-abortion pastor, which is totally ridiculous and hypocritical. But she's in a tough race. The polls are saying that Jasmine Crockett is leading in that race. But we're getting mixed information because it's hard to trust the polls. The conservative side wants Jasmine Crockett to win her primary because she would be what they think a much easier candidate to beat if you're Ken Paxton or John Cornyn. So this is why this is a very influential race. And oftentimes, Democrats have voted because Texas is a conservative state. They often vote in the Republican primary so they can influence who wins in the primary on the Republican side. But now, because this is a hot race between Talarico and Jasmine Crockett, more Democrats have actually voted and are outvoting conservatives in the current primary happening now. Now, I know you don't understand anything that I just said because you don't even know who Jasmine Crockett is, but everything that I said is true. This is all real facts. But now, with the latest polling information that Jasmine Crockett is ahead, she just got a huge boost from Cardi B, who is also Nicki Minaj's arch nemesis. So I'm going to play the clip, and the question I'm going to ask you, do you think Cardi B's endorsement will help Jasmine Crockett beat James Talarico in the primary? Let's play the clip and then answer it. All right, let's roll it.
Listen up, y'all. Early primary voting is happening right now in Texas, and we need Jasmine Crockett to win. She is running for U.S. Senate, and if you want somebody that's going to fight for your right, if you want somebody to fight for your community, if you want somebody that's going to go up there and represent you and represent your issues, please vote for my sister Jasmine Crockett. Because one thing about it, she's going to fight her best. She's going to fight whoever she has to, so your voice and your problems could be heard. Vote right now. This counts so much. Vote right now.
Now, Jess, Cardi B is not only a famous R&B rap artist, she was an ex-stripper that used to get guys really drunk, and she would steal their identities and steal their wallets in a hotel room. She was a high-end escort. This is all her, she admitted all this. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to defame her. So I think she's a great judge of character. I think she's really smart because she used to do that. So do you think that her endorsement will put Jasmine Crockett over the top in her primary run against James Talarico in Texas, in the area that you live in?
Yeah, probably. Are you kidding me? And I think a lot of it has to do with them spiting. No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I don't think you understand the power that pop culture has over the youth. Have you talked to a 20-year-old? They are retarded now. They are legitimately retarded. They are not intelligent people. They're influenced by people like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, which, they're both pieces of shit. And by the way, for as successful a black woman as Cardi B is, the smoke detector beeps were just I think that's just.
What? Yeah, nobody changes it. Nobody changes it. Don't even worry about the smoke. I didn't even notice it. I have one going on right now. That might have been my smoke detector, if I'm being honest. But okay, before you go, this was a total train wreck of an interview, but I loved it nonetheless. I hope that everybody in the booth right now, they don't kill me. I don't get a message saying, Alex, your show's canceled. God, I hope not. But if you guys want to see more of this train wreck, my friend Jessica and I are going to be in Austin, Texas at the Bat City Comedy Club at 8:30 p.m. I think we have a graphic. It's slot number 13. Just show the graphic. If you want to come and learn about what's going on in the world from me, you're going to learn some stuff from my comedy. And, guys, this is just a clip me talking about it. I thought I maybe had a graphic. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This has been such a train wreck. I doubt anybody wants to come see us live anyway. Well, they want to come see me live.
Why is it a train wreck? Wait, I think
Because you said
did,
the F-bomb 50 times. We're on TV. You can't say that on TV. You can't do that, Jess. You've been on TV before, and then you got your cleavage out. You look just like Cardi B. Honestly, Cardi B gave more of a coherent answer than you did, if I'm just, being fair and honest. But, Jess, I still love you. You're still my friend. You're still very funny. And if you guys want to come meet me and Jess this Friday in Austin, Texas. Oh, and how else can they find you and support you before you go?
Just go on Instagram, dude, or YouTube, or just come to my house. I live in Austin.
Come to your house. What's your address?
Yeah. It is,
There you go, guys. Go to her house and go see Jess. She needs some company. And try to teach her about the elections that she's going to. I guess you haven't even voted in it? So after all that, you didn't go vote in the primaries? Oh, my God. Jess, get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, my God. You didn't even... Guys, what? All right, coming up next, we got a lot to talk about. This is insane. Netanyahu has been warning that we're going to get blown up by Iran for the past 30 years. Let's play the clip, and then I'll let you decide if we should really be worried about Iran's nuclear capabilities. Coming up next.